James Bell, the Boxing Source here with another video, and this video here is to talk about the featherweight division. As you have, two world champions that could potentially fight each other in a unification bout. You have the IBF featherweight champion Josh Warrington, and you have the WBO featherweight champion Shakur Stevenson. They are potentially going to be in a unification bout in May or June. But it all depends on if Shakur Stevenson is able to win his fight against Miguel Mariaga over at the Hulu Theater in Madison Square Garden on March 14th. And then if he gets through that, then they will set up the unification bout between Stevenson and Josh Warrington. You had Josh Warrington that, has defended the IBF featherweight title for a little while now. And now he's, kind of looking for, a unification bout to pretty much happen. And Shakur Stevenson is, pretty much available for him to fight. It's a fairly easy fight to make. And, through Bob Arum, he said that, after Shakur Stevenson has his fight with Miguel Mariaga in March, then they will try to see if they could put that fight between Stevenson and Warrington together either in May or in June. I would say that it will probably be in June. They said it depends on the availability of the venue that they are trying to get for that unification bout in the featherweight division. But that fight would be a pretty exciting fight with one of the young stars there in the featherweight division in Shakur Stevenson, who just won the WBO featherweight championship, and with Josh Warrington, the IBF featherweight champion. And it would be a kind of like a defining fight for both fighters in that particular division, and would kind of like put them within the top, I would say, 2 or 3 in that division for the winner. I currently have Gary Russell as the top featherweight, WBC featherweight champion. And he has a fight coming up in February over in Pennsylvania against Tuksat Nyambayar. And after that particular fight happens, then we will see what will be next for Gary Russell Jr. But it seems like, for the time being, he would have to wait out for the winner of Shakur Stevenson and Josh Warrington if they fight in the summer. So that's something real quick there. As far as like news for a potential unification bout in the featherweight division with WBO champion Shakur Stevenson and IBF champion Josh Warrington. Stevenson is going to be at the Hulu Theater in Madison Square Garden on March 14th against Miguel Mariaga. And if he gets through that fight, then they will make the moves to set up the unification bout between Stevenson and Warrington. So be on the lookout for that. That's all I got for that particular topic. Be sure to subscribe to the Boxing Source here on YouTube. You can also visit theboxingsource.net for boxing articles, and you could follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Plus, catch the weekly podcast live Sundays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Blog Talk Radio, or you could go ahead and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, whatever your favorite podcast app is. On that note, folks, I'm out. Peace.